Hello everyone and welcome back to Jacqs Scraps. Thanks for joining me today. I have a little design team project to share with you for Country Craft Creations using their ohh-la-la-patisserie paper collection. And this is exclusive to Country Craft Creations, and I'll have that link down below for you. I use the 8x8 collection as well as half of a sheet from the 12x12 collection. So let me show you what I created. So here is what I made. This is a little gift card, and it's la-patisserie gift card. This would be great if you're giving a restaurant or bakery type of gift card. I just love how cute this looks. So adorable. And here is the back side. I'm loving this as well. It almost looks like a little jar of some goodies. And then when you open this up, you would have your gift card right here. I put something in there just to show you. And then on the back side, there is a space for you to sign and write a note to the recipient. So that's as easy as it gets. This is a super cute little gift card. And I must say that it does take a moment to get it over the front and the back of the bottom part of the gift card, because I have these portions at the top and they both are open. And then you just put it over the bottom section. Just takes a moment. But look how adorable this is. I am loving this. I thought I would do a little tutorial on how I put this together. And even if you don't have the paper, this is a really nice idea and a different way to put together a gift card. So you may want to watch it so that when you see little items such as this from other paper collections, that it might give you an idea to create a little gift card as well. So let's get started. So I thought I would start by going through the materials that I used to create the gift card. Here is one of the items that I use. It is a 12x12 sheet, and it has the little La Patisseries on it. And what I did was actually just cut off the bottom two, and I used that to create my gift cards. What I did was fussy cut around the entire store, and I cut off the portion of the bicycle here, the wheel part, on both pieces. So then I cut the scallop all the way across the store here of the awning so that these ended up being two different pieces. And when I got done, if you look at the pink one, we started like this, and then now we have two pieces. So actually you could match these up and you would see where it was once one. So that's how I took this and just cut it apart. So we end up with that. The next thing you're going to need is one piece of cardstock, and this measures 4 by 3.5. You'll need one cardstock for the signature, and I would use white, and that is 3.5 by 1 3/4. This will go on the back. This will go up here at the top, just so you can kind of get an idea of where we're going. And you'll need one decorative paper that's cut out to be 5 1/8 by 2.5. And this will be the back portion of the gift card. We'll come back to that. I am using Festive Berries for this project. And I am also using the Dress My Craft slot punch. I think that's what it's called. I'll have it linked down below for you as well. I got this at Country Craft Creations. I'm really loving this. If you don't have this punch, you could certainly use photo corners, or you could cut your own slots into the page. However you want to put that there so that your gift card could stay into the pocket. I think little photo corners would work really well. And now let me show you the papers that I'm using. So I'll be using the pink plaid. the floral and dessert page. This is on the back of the recipe card. That's on the back of that one, but I'm using the plaid. I used this. It's where I cut it from. And when I made this card, I used the blue plaid, which is on the back of the tags. And then I used this little recipe dessert page. Okay. Okay, let's start with our decorative piece. What you're going to need to do is score it 1/2 inch on 3 sides. So 2 short sides and 1 long. Now that our piece is scored, we have 2 little blocks down here in the corner. We're going to cut those out, just going straight across where the score lines intersect. Now we fold and burnish. And you know what? We could probably cut at an angle on this 1/2 inch piece as well. Just a slight angle cut there. And then do any inking that you want to do. Okay. Now, if your pieces overlap, you can continue to cut at an angle to where they don't, or you could add just a little bit of glue just right at the edge, just to make sure that these kind of lay flat together, but don't glue them down to the inside. So I'm just going to hold that a moment. Next, what we're going to do is take our store front and we're going to glue it to the side that has the tabs. So our 1/2 inch tabs are here. It's okay if they don't stay together or glue together because you're going to put this on top and they're all going to be adhered to the back of our store. And then that creates our little pocket. So you just add adhesive to the 1/2 inch pieces. We take our storefront, we add that. Make sure you add it to the bottom because this piece will be larger than the storefront itself. This way, there's no room for error. You have plenty of room. Just make sure all the edges line up, nothing's hanging over. There we go, and then give that a burnish. So now we have our pocket. Now you see there is some that's above the actual storefront. It's okay. If you don't like it, you could certainly cut that down some more, but this way you had plenty of decorative paper to create the pocket, and I wanted to be sure of that. So see, I can put this in here and just do a little trim and bring that closer down. You know, that way, since we all cut things a little different, you'll have plenty of room. Now, another little thing that I did, when we insert our cardstock that holds the gift card, when we put it in, sometimes it can get stuck on the tab that we attached the front of the store to. So if you recall, we attached it to a tab. So what you can do is take some regular household tape and put that over, right over the center there, so that it's covering not only the tab, but onto the storefront itself. That allows it to be a more smooth transition into the pocket. And then it will no longer catch on that front little hinge that we used. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is take my colored cardstock and I'm going to punch in my slots. If you don't have this punch, I would add your photo corners, or if it's a corner that goes all the way across, that's okay too. On the back side of our cardstock, we can now add our sentiment block. And the way that I added it was in between the top slot. And then I also checked the sides. There's about 1/4 of an inch on each side. Okay, so it'll look like that. Okay, let's put these 2 pieces aside, and now we're going to work on the awning, or whatever you call this. And this is where you're going to need to pull out your plaid paper or gingham paper here. And we're going to take it, turn it upside down, because I want this to be on the outside. And I'm going to put this on the other side, and I'm going to cut out another one of these. I'm going to use this as like my tracing piece and cut it out of the bottom paper. I'm not gluing it down, I'm just going to do it by holding on to it, okay? So I'm lining it up and cutting my piece out. I'm cutting more than is needed. You want this to be with the right side out so that it has the mirror image. Okay, then just line these pieces up. And then start cutting it out by following along the image. Make sure to hold it down really well, very sturdy. Now this is going to take me some time to do because of all the little scallops. So I will do this and come back when I have it all cut out. Okay, I am back. I have both of my pieces now, and these are all cut and mirroring each other. Now the easiest way I found to do this was to actually put your cardstock into your pocket. Take the front piece and line this up to the top of the storefront where you want it. You don't want to line it up to be exact. You want the top piece to overlap maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, just a little bit. Overlap that. I did it to where it was right above the door here and right above the window. And even if it went down over it a little bit, that was okay too. Okay, then when I have it where I want it, right there. Right there is good. I'm gonna hold this and flip this over. And what I did was take my glue, fold this back, and then added it onto the back of my cardstock. About 1/2 an inch, 1/4 of an inch. And then put it back on, flip this back over, made sure everything was still where I wanted it to be. And if not, just adjust it a little bit and then burnish. Now you notice I didn't put glue all the way down. You don't want to do that because you want the awning to be able to go over the storefront. And really that was an easy way to do it in my opinion. It was just easiest to line everything up to where you want them. And so then on the opposite side, you're going to add about, again, 1/2 an inch of glue, and you're going to do it all the way to the top and all the way to the edges. At this point, we already know where we need the glue. Okay, then we'll take our other piece and we can match these up. Make sure that it looks good on the front side. Yep, everything looks good. And then we can burnish. Now to dress up the back side, what I did was use some twine that I got from Country Craft Creations. Where these two little points are, I just made a glue line going across, trying to be straight if possible. And then I put my twine on top. I just love this look. Super cute, kind of country actually. I did cut off these extra fuzzies. And so that is how we put the gift card together. Again, you're gonna have to make sure the back and the front kind of wiggle it in there a moment. And there you go. These adorable little La-Patisserie gift card holders. I am in love. I hope you enjoyed this project and we'll give it a try as well. I'll have everything linked down below for you and I'll see you next time.